Hello everybody, it's Audrey Byrne from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a motorcycle riding haircut now. This kiln opening I fired at 2185, held for 10 minutes, dropped to 2000 and held for 30 minutes. And yeah, this is take two. It was fine. It wasn't my fault, but I went to edit this kiln reveal, and at a certain point, you know how that happens when the sound doesn't sync up with your lip motion? I'm like, what? Anyway, so here I am recording it again. Okay, so the three clays I'm using here is, as usual, it's Plainsman 370 white stoneware, Plainsman 340 buff stoneware, and Plainsman 340S speckled buff. Okay, so let's start with the small things, which are the magnets. And so these are done on 340 buff, and I single fire them. So they are done with stroke and coats on greenware and fired once. So it's a cute little drink and foie belly and a cute little fishy. Starfish. Oh, and I don't have my mic on, so I thought maybe that was the problem. So I hope you can hear me okay. Watermelon. I'll try and speak louder. Dove. Apple. Cherries, which I didn't do a very good job on painting. Shell. Ooh. Shell. And beach ball. So I'll use the neodymium magnets on the back of those so that they don't fall off a person's fridge. They're quite strong, but I would prefer to know they're not going to fall off the fridge. Okay, and this piece is a jewelry piece, and it looks like it crawled, but it didn't. This is white stoneware with speckled buff on the back. And this is Spectrum's Blue Oyster Chino. So you've seen me use Cherry Salmon Chino and Citron Chino. This is the other one that I have. And I'll put a picture here because I was just in the supplier the other day and they had the samples there of why I fell in love with it. And I do have a sample plate coming to see how it works for me. But yeah, I just had it out. Anyway, all right, now I do have more samples coming, and because I have 3 sample sets, I have 2 Coyote sample sets and the Mako sample set. So I'm working on the, I guess you'd call them testers, but I'm doing them on these dishes so that I can resell them when they're done. Okay, so this is rhubarb on white stoneware. I love rhubarb. So I guess that's the, I can't remember, is that the Fantasy, from the Fantasy Glaze set? But I love rhubarb. It's just so pretty. And this one is from the Fantasy, which has the bases, the Archie's ones. So this is Archie's base on white stoneware. And it's also very pretty. So like I said, I'm working on all of the testers for all of those 3 sets. Okay, then I have this I talked about in my last kiln opening, but I said I was refiring it, so I didn't show you. And this is the Save the Bees cutter, which I don't have on my website yet. But this is the red gold from Coyote, and I really love it. I think it's very nice, and it crystallizes a little bit in there. Yeah, I like that. So that's white stoneware, and I have the speckled engobe on the back. This is another cutter that's not on the site yet, because I'm just trying to catch up with everything else. So thank you for all of you who are ordering from me and asking, especially about the strawberry cutters. So I'm printing, and they're coming. So this is my nest. I've done a couple of these a different way. So my plan is to have them all lined up sometime and show you all the different ways. But so what I did here, it's white stoneware. Is it? No, it's not. It's buff stoneware. And all of these are done with kiwis underglazes. And the nest is also done with a kiwi underglaze. So it's all painted on the top graphics. And then 2 times soft white. And I like this. This looks nice to me. But if you only want white, then this is 2 times soft white. And that's also very nice. So I like them. I like the way they're turning out. The other two were a little more in your face, and I didn't really care for them. These I like. All right, and the other cutter that I keep trying to keep up with is strawberry, and this is 2 times sangria and 2 times cactus on white stoneware, speckled engobe on the back. Okay, and I just don't bother trying anything else because I like the way this looks. So you'll keep seeing it, but if you're new, it's your first time, so that's okay. All right, then this is my oil bottle that I did on 340S, speckled buff. I should just say speckled buff. And it's for me because the handle was gimpy. And I guess it doesn't look gimpy here, but it is gimpy, trust me. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna keep it because I don't have an oil bottle. And I kind of want to keep things light in my kitchen now. So I just used 3 times honey flux and 2 times iron luster on the speckled buff. And yeah, it worked out good. So now I have an oil bottle. That's nice. This mug, you've seen some other of our people doing, and I can't remember who I saw do it last and who has all done it, but this is on speckled buff, and this is 2 times Power Turquoise by Laguna, and then 2 times Night Moth by Mako. So I'm sorry I can't remember everyone who did it and who reminded me to do it this time, but I like it. Looks good. Is a good old Spectrum floating mug. So speckled buff, 2 times papaya, 2 times shallot, and 2 times curry, and inside is curry. So very fresh, summery mug. Now, which one should I do here? I'm gonna keep those two. So this one is, okay, let's look at this bowl. This is white stoneware, and I got the paisley sprigs from Temu. And this is a chino. It's shiny. And this is light blue chino by Coyote. It was like one of the first glazes I ever bought. And I used it on, oh, well, I probably used it on some stuff that I sold. That's what it is. But I have it on a little pour thing that I have for my dude, my little dude. And I thought, okay, I need to pull this out again. And I still love it. I love it. Breaks nice. It's a nice glaze. And inside I have 4 times Marigold by Amico and 2 times Poppy Fields. Yeah, I'm glad I pulled that out again. Looks good. Maybe I should bring it a little closer. There you go. This combo you've seen as well, because I do it a lot and so do others. Speckled Buff. And this is 2 times Spectrum's Cactus, 2 times Spectrum's Floating Turquoise, and then 2 times Mako's Olive Float. And it's a picture. And I will insert a little video I took. So I did some research. It's kind of continuous research on making a proper pour. And in my reading, it's like this little edge here needs to be an edge. So it needs to be kind of cut off so that when you pour the water, when you lift it up, that edge cuts the water flow. And it looked like it worked. And you'll see that here. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any water dripping. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this focused for you, but it doesn't look like it. So the idea is that it's supposed to cut, yeah, the water off along this edge. So what I did was I made it and bisqued it. Well, I made it and did as much blunting off as I could when it was wet. And then I bisqued it, and then I sanded it back a little bit. So maybe I could have sanded it back even more, but I think it's actually working. Now, this one is inspired by Carlin at May Blossom. Thanks, Carlin. And I could not find what you did. I went back to your videos. I could not find it. Anyway, it's why I bought Lustrous Jade. So this is 3 times, somebody coming in? Oh yeah, 3 times Lustrous Jade. And this one is 3 times Snapdragon by Amico. Those are Amico. But this top one is Amaryllis times 2, and that's Mako. I'm just gonna pause you in case they're coming to my house. It's the meter reader, so no problem. Now let's, this is a cute mug. It is 2 times on white stoneware, 2 times honey flax, 1 time river birch. And I got this sprig also from Temu. And so these are kiwis. And these also have So I put kiwi on here and then wiped them back a bit. Do you see that? There's some white highlights on there. And then I used 2 times Amico's Mixing Clear. That's very cute. Crossberry Farm sells ice cream too. A little rough here. I'm gonna have to give that just a light sand and a wax. All right. This one is my sippy straw cup, and it is made with a pool noodle, and there is a tutorial on that. This is a Vermont Pottery Works roller, which I just love. And these sprigs are from Temu, but I went back to look for those and I can't find them. There's similar ones though, so just look up similar ones, like a silicone sprig mold. Anyway, these have 2 times sea salt by Mako on them. And then here's 2 times shallot. This has 1 time, I think, of sunrise by Spectrum. And then on here is a little bit of cactus, 2 times cactus by Spectrum. So it just gives them like a little faint color. And then this is floating turquoise times 2 by Spectrum and cactus times 2 by Spectrum. It turned out great. And I always make my sippy cups this way. I like the way they stay rather straight rather than flare out. And this just works for me, so I'm not changing it. Oh, inside I just had soft white. These mugs here are Blue Hydrangea pests. This is all mint spec by Mako, and it's times 3. And then here is Blue Hydrangea by Mako times 2. So that's what it does. This sprig is from Temu, and it's kiwi. I think it's copper brown. And then I just wiped it a little bit and covered it with 2 times Amico Mixing Clear. So yeah, I like that. It's matte, but yeah, I really like that. And this is another Blue Hydrangea, which kind of took me by surprise. I wish I put another coat of Blue Hydrangea, but here it is anyway. This is 3 times Oyster by Mako, all over, and then 2 times Blue Hydrangea. But I kind of wish I did another Blue Hydrangea. And it, as you can see in here, it looks a little bit better. I don't know. Is it better? Like, it's just, it is what it is. And this, of course, is my little hedgehog. But, and it's brown with little bits of blue. And it's definitely growing on me. But I gotta tell you, like, it might maybe not be a color that people really love, but I have a friend who loves this color. Like, her home is in this color. She wears this color. She has just the right skin tone and everything to wear this color. So, you know, I do like it. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that hedgehog. So that's another new combo. And I was going to try another one and then I forgot. Or did I forget? Or I just didn't have a white stoneware mug. I think that's what it was. I didn't have another white stoneware mug yet. So there's 2 Blue Hydrangea samples. This mug is 2 times honey flux, 1 time river birch. The underglaze transfer is Elon, and the birds and other painting is 1 time kiwi. So it's a watercolor effect, right? And I really love this underglaze transfer. And then I did a vine on the handle, and that is, yeah, 1 time. Was it 1 time? Yeah, it was 1 time kiwi, and then 2 times Amico mixing clear. So it was a little tedious, yeah, to get in here, to get the honey flux in there, and then all of this done, but it turned out really well. Really like it. Very pretty. And I mean, look at the kiwis for a watercolor effect with just 1 coat. Isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. Two more pieces. So this organic rimmed plate is white stoneware, and this has 3 times speckled engobe. The rollers are, this one is from Alges Rollers, or whatever, Alges, and this is from Jessica Putnam Phillips, and this is a sprig mold from Temu. And this is 2 times Cactus by Spectrum on this side, 2 times Soft White on this side. And so, I mean, this is, yeah, this is white stoneware, and you can definitely see the texture with that soft white, right? So that's nice. And then in here, I feathered this way and feathered this way. So it's a not a solid line. That's what I want to say. I don't know, I can't find the word. Anyway, so that's very fresh. I like that. I think it's nice. And my last piece is a swirl bowl, and it is done on the buff clay. And it is, this is a Vermont roller as well, Vermont Pottery Works. This is Jessica Putnam Phillips. And this is, now I'm gonna see if I can get this right. I always mix them up, it's so dumb. But okay, so this is 2 times Pottery Supply House Pumpernickel. And I love pumpernickel. And this is 2 times Pottery Supply House Nickelodeon. I do love Nickelodeon as well. So, and then they're also feathered this way, feathered that way to make not such a solid line, but yeah, turned out really nice, really nice. So that's it for my kiln reveal. I'm working on some other things. You may have seen a short for, I'll show you, hang on, the paint palette. So it's there's not much to it. It's actually just this big cutter to make the shape of the palette, and then a little Stampin' Cutter to do all of the other stuff. But I really like it. It turned out well, if I do say so myself. And I've also been working on a cutter. I've actually never made a soap dish. So I thought, well, okay, so this is the bottom plate. So it's like I'm just calling it a pebble soap dish. And then this is the top where the soap sits. I didn't quite get it we're in the middle. But anyway, it's fine. It's just a prototype. And on the bottom, then I have the little feet, so it all mimics the pebble shape. So yeah, it sits like that. So I like the way this looks. So I'm hoping it's deep enough for the water from the soap to catch it. I think so. Anyway, you can give me your thoughts on it, but I like it. I like the design. I'd like to make other designs, but I wanted something kind of natural this time, I guess. Okay, so I want to thank you all for birthday wishes. It's kind of lasted over 3 days. So the first day I got my hair cut and I got a pedicure. And then yesterday was my actual birthday and I went to visit my mommy. And then I hung out, I got myself a new printer, like a paper printer, because I could not process some of your orders because my printer broke down. So I got it on my birthday and that's what I was doing in the afternoon. And in the evening we went out for dinner with friends, which was really nice. But today, my birthday is still going. So here I am. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to go for a motorbike ride and get myself a helmet so that I can keep this 62-year-old noggin safe for a little while longer. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you hung out with me. You do all that YouTube stuff. You know what to do. Peace out.